wonderful WrestleRoni for me and for you. I told you the game's changing. We're changing the game right here today. One of my favorite guests back for, I believe, the third time on the show. One of my favorite people in the damn wrestling business, and I mean that with all my soul. Yela Man's back. What's up, Yela?
Hey, what's up, Spooky Lou? What's up, WrestleRoni? What's up, all my homies out there? Hey, man, 2026, bro. It's good to see you, my boy. Where you been, Spooky Lou?
Shoot, I'm hiding out over here, man. I am hiding out, peeking around the trees, making sure it's safe for me to smoke a cigarette in Monongah, man. It's crazy out here. It's wild. How's Yella doing? What's going on in Yella's world today?
Man, ain't nothing to it, man. Just been training, trying to take care of my little girls, do the right thing. That's all I've been up to, bro.
The important stuff. I love it. Hell yeah, man. 2025's
Oh,
behind
yeah.
us, Yella. We're in 2026. Me and you was chatting before the show. I think we're both kind of in the same mindset, if you don't mind me saying it. I think we're kind of done trying to please everybody and just going to do our own thing. Well, at least me, but where you at in 2026? What are we looking at this year?
Hey, man, same thing, bro. It's like I've been around a little bit too long to keep on trying to be a people pleaser. It's hard. It's frustrating, man, because I actually care about what we do, bro. And
Same.
like, even if you do it, it don't matter how good you get or how much you do it the right way or how much you go by the books or just give and give and give. You ain't ever gonna please everybody all the time.
Mm-mm.
And like you got to know where your value is too. You know what I'm saying? You got to know like the work that you put in actually means something too,
Right on.
and you got to make it count. So everybody's opinion of you is not always going to be relevant when you're trying to. My problem for the longest time, Spooky Lou,
Mm-hmm.
is I had the show part down, but I didn't have the business part down.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing, show business. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I
And
struggle
I
with the
got the
business
show
part.
part down,
Right on. Uh huh.
but I was a little bit too nice, and I gave a damn about what people thought about me, and I was a yes man, and I just did whatever everybody wanted me to do all the time. And I realized I was whoring myself out and wearing myself thin, bro. It was affecting my mental health and all that shit. So
I'm right.
I'm right there with you, bro. I really am.
Hey man, like I do, honest to goodness, I want everybody to be happy and have a good time at this shit. But I want me to be happy too. I'm going to put
Absolutely.
myself above most this year. So well, let's take a look back at 2025. In my estimation, Yella, I think you killed it. Especially end of the year, that street fight with Jeff, everything. Oh man, the stuff with APW up and down the roads. Take me through your 2025, the good, the bad, and the ugly, man.
Hey man, I can't really say that it was bad at all, man. I got to
Good.
work with the new talent like Nate Saturn, the Dawson boys. Them cats got a lot of potential. Guys like Colton Tyler and all them young cats. I even got to work with the old school cats like Kevin Tyler and Anthony Purdue.
Yeah.
Some of my biggest matches I got the team with Ricky Morton, Uncle Ricky. That's my man.
Hell yeah.
I love the Morton family, man. Shout out to him and Carrie. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing in the Juggalo world and in the NWA. So two wicked whoops to them. And, keep grinding. And me and Uncle Ricky gonna tear it up again this year in March.
Yeah, I can't
But
wait.
back to 2025, man. Like I said, I had so many good moments. Man, me and Jeff Paul, we beat the hell out of each other just about everywhere in West Virginia.
Oh man.
In every kind of match, man, we fought. Hey, we fought all the way to North Carolina at the beach, bro.
Yeah, that was so good. So good.
Yeah, bro. Like, shout out to Jeff Paul. I see he turned a new leaf. He trying to do the right thing, do it for the fans. And Jeff a people person, so I respect that, you know.
He turned the new leaf, then he turned it back over. Did he turn it over again? Because I can't keep. He's just turning and turning and turning. He's saying, it'd be crazy if this was his shirt. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy if this shirt was thrown at me while I was on commentary like a couple years ago, and I just kept it, and I just been waiting for the moment.
Hey, bro, Jeff go through a lot, man. So when
Yeah,
he in a good mood, we take it how it is. When he ain't in a good mood, you shouldn't have pissed him off. You know,
I'm over here kicking
like
him while he's down.
he ain't go back down. That's for sure. That's my dog, bro. I love me some Jeff, and we fight like legit brothers. Like those matches in the ring, we got a job to do. But when me and Jeff Paul are opponents, that's exactly what we are. we we are trying to best each other every bit
Mm-hmm.
of the way. We aren't getting along in real life, and so we take it out. You know, when the match is all settled and done, when we get our work out the way, then we'll shake hands and talk about it.
Right on.
But when we're on the road and we're feuding, we're actually feuding, bro. And
Jeff,
that's one thing I give Jeff credit for, is being a legit guy, man. And guys like him, and going back to guys like Anthony Purdue and them guys that I got to work with this year, well, last year.
mm-hmm.
Man, shout out to the franchise Shane Douglas, bro.
I was gonna mention that you got to win over the franchise Shane Douglas. That's one thing. They put you over like $1,000,000 afterwards. So kudos, sir.
Bro, the interview,
Mm.
the interview that he gave after that match, that was a piece of wrestling history to me, because me and Shane, I've known him for a while, but I had to remind him who I was, and we was talking backstage, and I told him, I said, Shane, you realize when I was a kid, I call him Mr. Shane because it's a respect thing.
Right on.
It's like, Mr. Shane, you realize when I was a kid and you threw that damn NWA title in the trash can, that legit pissed me off. I carried a grudge up until I was 20 years old against you, and I didn't know no better. And I was 1 year in the business before I understood what you did. And then you became my hero.
Right on.
And for you to come in and do this with me and teach me on the fly and share a piece of wrestling history, you one of the greatest champions of all time.
Yeah, man.
And for you to even agree to sign that contract to come in and wrestle me, bro, if you tell me to jump, I'm going to say how high and hit a fucking backflip for you.
Through a flaming table.
Yeah, bro, I was so grateful for him and the knowledge. And him and Mr. Anderson was back there giving us the game. And that we was just so grateful to have that in our environment, bro. And Lane, shout out to Lane Cali. I got to wrestle him in 2025 too. That man, that dude is something serious out there, bro.
I was taking a look at his Instagram and TikTok. He's kind of taken off, man. Like, I knew he'd be somebody in wrestling, but the TikToks and the short form videos are, he's getting a lot of views, and rightfully so. He's putting the work in. He's got some personality to him. Like,
yeah, man, him and his brothers, man. I love those guys. What they call the greenhorn.
The greenhorns.
Those guys ain't green, man. They know what the hell they doing.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I love those dudes, though, man. They've all been so very respectful. Every time I see them, what's up, Yela Man? Give me the hugs and the love. You know how it is, bro. It's all family. Mm-hmm. Rucker, Vampire Boy. That's what I call little Tyler. He hate that shit, but you the only one that can call me that.
Hey, man. Hey.
Yeah, man. I love those dudes, bro.
Same. They might stomp the hell out of me, but hey, nobody cared, so why should I care, right?
We cared, bro. I thought I was about to go out there and have to feud with my friends, bro.
Yeah, you helped me to the back. I appreciate it. Nobody else was trying to, but old Yella got me to the back.
I keep my eye on my boy Spooky Lou, bro.
I got stomped out. I got stomped out. I was talking about that on the last podcast. I ain't even mad at Rucker for that because, yeah, I get it. I kind of screwed you over for the second time this year, so stomp me out. So, whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure y'all handle that.
Yeah. It was a weird car ride home.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, yeah, and it's always fun coming up seeing. Last time I saw you, well, no, it was PWL, but anytime I come up to APW, you was right there. Until recently, I say I don't know what's going on. You was like one of the pillars in my estimation, from what I know of APW. I look at APW, Chase Bennett, Yela Man, Anthony Purdue now, Jeff Paul. I mean, they got a lot of good talent, but I don't know, man. People's asking me, and I'm curious. Just I haven't seen you around the old American Pro Wrestling Bradley Fire Department, so I don't know what's happening there, Yellow.
First off, man,
I'm gonna light a cigarette on that one.
I love those guys up there, man. Don't get me wrong.
Likewise.
APW will always be uh, a home. Well, not because I moved out, but it would always be a place that I called home. I felt like I helped lay the foundation, and that house they built that I once called home, I was one of the guys laying them bricks too. You know what I'm saying? And I wish them guys nothing but success. So, man, I've won every. I'm a Grand Slam champion there. I won the tag team titles 3 times,
Right.
going back to the USACW days.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I wrestled every legionnaire from Cuban Assassin to Sheik Akbar to Bam Bam Lance Erickson. Everybody that Anthony Purdue, all of them guys that came up in that scene. So I don't feel like I really I don't really feel like I didn't accomplish everything that I could there.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like with the politics and the things that I didn't agree with, it was time for me to move on. Like I said, I've accomplished everything there was. I've held every championship and accolade that there was. But sometimes, when business don't work out, it's time to move on. And I appreciate the platform that Joe Brody gave me and all that knowledge. And I ain't got a bad word to say about Joe Brody because, out of everybody that ever worked with me in the business, Joe Brody was one of the few that was always loyal. He was always the motherfucker is mad all the time. He is angry all the time. But I was one of the ones who got to see the real Joe Brody, the real JD, is
Mm-hmm.
what we call him.
Mm-hmm.
I got the man, he welcomed me in his home. He cooked for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't say nothing. He can motherfuck me all day long, and I feel like he might feel like he has the right to, and to each his own. He might feel betrayed by me leaving, and that's okay. But I don't have a bad word to say about somebody who took all that time and invested all that time teaching me. I just want to say I'm grateful. But when egos clash, it's time to move on. And that, I'd rather remove myself from a toxic or what's about to be a toxic situation. So guys like the Dawsons and Nate Saturn and all of them don't have to deal with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I like the more you say, the more I can relate to it because
Yeah,
not
so it ain't
yeah.
like I'm mad at him for a particular reason. Like I said, he might feel betrayed by me leaving, and that's okay. I understand why he would be mad. Man, I just won the title. I'm sure he wanted a rematch. I lost the title. And I'm sure he wanted a rematch on APW.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he was not fucking happy as the promoter and the guy that built that all the way up. But hey, it is what it is. I felt it was my ego wasn't dealing with his ego, and I felt like it was going to come to a head. And for the sake of the locker room and the peace of the boys, as a locker room leader, I felt like it was my time to step away. You know what I mean?
Okay. Man, I
Will
could.
I say that me working with Joe Brody is out of the range of possible? I would never say that because I love Joe Brody. And that's, again, the shit that he taught me and the stuff that he did for me, you couldn't pay for something like that.
I get it. Man, like
But
I can super relate to it. Not Joe, but similar situation with
yeah,
Tim. But of course, I've come on here and talked plenty of shit. But he's talked plenty of shit too, and it goes a little deeper than that. But like you say,
yeah,
instead of clashing all the time, I wasn't doing it to help the company or save the locker room. God bless you and your, you being you.
yeah,
But I was doing it for my mental health, man. And now that you say, maybe Tim felt betrayed, he probably did. But I just asked for a break, man. So whatever.
yeah.
Uh,
The way I see it, bro, because I got to look at it through everybody's
I try to.
perspective.
Right on.
You know, maybe my mental health, I was getting burnt out. Man, bro, me and outside of wrestling, me and Joe Brody is inseparable. Like, we are the best as fucking friends. We love all the same music. He shows me all that shit from the 80s, and I love everything that he puts on.
Okay.
Teaches me about the military. But when it comes to wrestling, it's just something that we just, I mean, I like the shit that he teaches me,
Right on.
but it's something that's not all the way 100%. I don't quite know what it is, and I don't want to fight with him about it.
Yeah.
So
Especially if you don't know what you're trying to argue, like.
yeah, I just don't know what the fuck it is, and I just for some reason I can't get all the way on board with him, and he can't get all the way on board with me. That's the way I see it. I'm not on no fuck Joe Brody. I don't wish nothing but success for them guys because that is my home, and that was where I helped build that house. You know what I'm saying? Now, looking forward, man, them guys got so much talent. They don't need somebody like me. It's time for the Chase Bennettts and the Nate Saturns and those guys to step up and show, like, hey, we didn't need nobody here. This was our shit to begin with.
Right on.
You know?
Oh yeah, yeah, and I do. I respect the hell out of Joe for sticking to his vision and sticking to his guns. So
Hmm.
I get where you're coming from. Yeah, man. So
That's one thing about him too that I love, man. Is like just because I might be on some bullshit and I believe it in my whole heart to be true,
mhm.
if he don't fuck with it, then he ain't gonna fuck with it.
Well,
And that's why I fuck with him because he stand on business as a man. And the shit that he say behind your back, he will say that shit right to your face.
there you go. Yeah, and you got to respect that. Yup. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Well, hey, believe huh. I still say Joe's one of the good ones in the business. There's some shithead promoters out there. If you
Yeah,
clash, you clash. Whatever. Yeah. So.
yeah,
And that goes back to kind of what I said on the last podcast, man. Here in 2026, uh, I'll stay loyal to PWL, so maybe they'll get a pass. But if I see you fucking up, man, I'm coming on here. We're showing video. We're gonna say, "What the fuck is this dumb shit?" So I don't give a fuck if I piss off every promoter. I ain't trying to get booked. So whatever, man.
yeah, bro. Like I said, this is your platform, man, and you pay your dues and you pay for your shit and you pay for your opinion just like everybody else.
Well, thank you for
You know what
that
I'm
because
saying?
a
You
lot
can
of
get on
people
your
would say,
platform.
well,
Hey, you get on your platform and do your thing, and it's guys like our job to lift you up like you lift us up. You know, we might not always agree, but fuck,
yeah, man.
we work together.
I appreciate that, but I tell you what, there's been very few since the fallout with RSW. There has been very few. I can probably count on both hands that have rode with me. So I'll definitely do everything I can. Try not to get get y'all in a twist. But as far as everybody else, man, and you always hear about the people talking shit behind your back, and you hear the whispers and stuff, and you see the vague posts and all that shit. So it is what it is, man. This year I'm popping me, and it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time.
That's the best thing for you, bro, because man, once you focus on you, because the way I see it, man, is if you don't take care of you, how the hell you gonna take care of everybody else?
Yeah, man. And for 3 years, Yella, I have got on this podcast and done everything I know to do. Not everything I can do, but everything I can think to do to try to help the scene, to try to elevate our scene and everybody in it. And in the end, it got me shit on by most. So it's time to shit back a little bit, I guess.
That's the way it be,
You
bro.
can't
I,
let the
I
shit
wouldn't even
stay
take
on you.
that
You gotta.
shit personal.
Oh, dude, I'm a baby. I take everything personal. I don't sit over here and cry, but I hold a grudge like a motherfucker. I am a baby
always,
bitch.
always hold that grudge, but like that's just business, bro. Always hold that grudge,
Yeah,
but don't take know what you expect it, bro. Always expect it is basically what I'm trying to say.
yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, you know better than I. Well, what's Yella gonna do in 2026? What's Yella's game plan?
Um,
In a perfect world, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna just stick to my guns, man. I'm going back to the Lucha Dome.
Nice.
There's some new students down there. We're bringing back Future X, and there's some students down there, and I'm going down there to work with. Hopefully, share some of that knowledge that I learned from Boogie and George South and Ricky Morton with those kids and stuff, and give back to all my people down there. Mainly this year, I'm just looking forward to giving back, man. I'm in year 15.
Mm-hmm.
um, I want to the people who want to hear it or whatever. I want to share with them the knowledge and shit that I learned. Maybe it might help them in ways that I was too hard headed. You know, maybe it might help them elevate their shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Good on
Like,
you. And please do, because you bring up a good point there. When you say George South, Ricky Morton, Jimmy Valiant, I've noticed, man, it's not just the young kids, it's guys our age that have no clue who you're talking about or the history of the business, man. Like, you'd be surprised in indie wrestling, the actual wrestlers that don't know shit about what's going on today, what happened yesterday. So please, when you give them this wisdom, say, George South taught me this. Maybe check out one of his matches on YouTube or see what he's doing right now. Stuff like that, because it really surprises me the lack of knowledge about the business. Like, we're just letting everybody in the gate anymore, Bubby. Which I get it.
yeah,
I get it, because we do need to build a scene, but I don't know. I guess I'm sort of a gatekeeper in that regards. Like, know your shit a little bit at least.
yeah. But here's what you got to remember too, bro.
Okay.
Hobbyists always weed themselves out.
Okay.
The hobbyists always weed themselves out because they get in this shit and they think because they watch it or they've invested so much time in front of the TV or bought so much merch and got so much information off of the internet that they understand what the hell's going on. Like I said, relating back to me, what I said earlier is I always had the show part down, but I didn't know what the fuck the business side of it was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That just goes back to that. Like we're in show business. You can have the show part down, and you could go out there and you could get over, and you could be popular as hell,
Mm-hmm.
and it could be your first match, and you don't even have to get trained anymore. Basically, what I'm saying is you can get a little over for doing nothing now.
Yeah.
You don't even got to pay your dues to get in this shit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit does not last at all.
Yeah.
Man, I've seen so many people come and go, the biggest debuts. You know what I'm saying?
And to
That
add
shit don't last, bro.
to your point, to kind of contradict what I was saying, look at the football players or other athletes that bigger promotions have brought in that have excelled. Goldberg, he wasn't a wrestling
Yes.
fan, and I can't stand the guy. I ruined Bret Hart's career, you prick. But still, he was a success, is what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
that makes a good point. And to add to your point, I was one of these that watched all the documentaries, was always online, watched the shoot interviews, and came in. I know what the fuck is going on, but I learned something new every single show. Every single show, and it was awesome, man. Like, oh wow, okay, this happens because of this. Don't do this, and
Hmm.
yeah. So that's a good point.
And bro, like I said, once you take you being a fan out of the equation
Mm-hmm.
and clock into this shit like you would any other job, and understand the assignment. That's what. If I'm not good at anything else, is I'm good at understanding the assignment.
Okay.
And once you understand the assignment and what your job is to do,
Mm-hmm.
everything changes.
Mm.
Like personally, as a wrestling fan, you mentioned Goldberg.
Mm-hmm.
I might not think that Goldberg is this, and that, but on the other hand, when I'm sitting there watching that shit as a fan, and you hear that doom, 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 I'm
Mm-hmm.
hyped just like all the other fans because of his presence and the shit that he brings, that superstardom that don't nobody have anymore, that charisma, because he not only understands the show part,
Mm-hmm.
he understands the business part. And once you put them two together, you get the Goldbergs
Right.
and you get the Hogans and you get the Cenas and the motherfuckers that you will always remember
Yeah.
because they drew money.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll rock me a gold. And what's crazy is, as a wrestling fan, I probably feel like you about Goldberg, but I don't like Bret Hart either.
Oh, okay.
If we say that,
Uh-oh.
you know what I'm saying. But like as a wrestling fan,
Mm-hmm.
like the guy that would buy the ticket when them motherfuckers music hit, I'm going crazy for both of them.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna enjoy their match like a motherfucker. I'm gonna try to at least.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. I get to see Bret Hart wrestle. You know how it is, bro.
That brings up a good point, man. I think we're dealing with a different type of fan nowadays.
Yeah,
Because me, I try to enjoy wrestling, man. Like it's not always great, but I take it at a very surface level, and I watch wrestling to enjoy it. And anything I see online or in the comments or whatever, the higher up they are on the totem pole, the more they get shit on. And a lot of this
yeah.
stuff's deserved, but I like people just watch wrestling to shit on it, man. And it's always the smartest ones. Well, they only drew a rating of 2.6, and back in the Attitude Era, it was 8.9. You know, well,
Oh,
motherfucker, we got the internet now, and did you like it or not? Like, forget about how many people watched it. Let's talk about you. Did you like it? No, no. Okay, you didn't. Okay.
the thing about it is they wouldn't be talking about it if they didn't like it.
Why keep watching it if you hate it so much?
That's what their joy is. They like to be a fucking hater. They love that shit, but they like to be a hater more.
I think at
If
it.
they didn't like that shit, they would not watch it.
Yeah.
It's basically what I'm saying. Like people can say what they want about the WWE's product,
Mm,
but if it was that fucking bad, they wouldn't tune in every week and know every little detail.
exactly.
Bro, only thing I watch on WWE is the bouncy one. That's my guy.
Hell yeah.
I love me some motherfucking Malachi is what I know him
Right.
as. What's it?
Javon Evans
Javon
now.
Evans.
Uh huh.
That's my boy, bro.
He's
I
on
had the
Raw
privilege
now.
to wrestle him in the Lucha Dome. You know
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Him and Jackson Drake. You know, they were just little kids from Greensboro when I met them.
There you go.
I called them the Cozy Kids because they were trained by one of the first guys that helped me, Cozone.
Okay.
I love those kids. That's my reason for watching it. But I couldn't tell you any storyline or any of that shit because honestly, I got little girls and shit to take. You know how it is, bro.
Oh yeah. got little girls of my own. Believe me. Yeah. You know, life happens. Well, tell me.
Yeah, bro.
You talk about Javon Evans and guys you've seen make it. Who you seeing now? Doesn't even have to be just in West Virginia, because you're Virginia, the Carolinas, you're all over the place. Who you seeing when you're running up and down this East Coast that we might see on Evolve or NXT or AEW, Ring of Honor, etc.?
I'm pushing for I'm pushing for all my West Virginia guys, man. Especially the Jeff Pauls and the Lane Callies and the Ophi. Even okay, man. I want him and Nate Saturn and all them guys to make it, bro. Like I
Mm,
want everybody to make it. You know,
hell yeah, I
the
do.
ones that in North Carolina, man. There's so much new talent.
Hmm.
I can't keep up with them motherfuckers. They popping out bangers
Right.
every time. There's some new hot talent coming out of the Carolinas, bro. And But
Hell
guys like Chase Emery and guys like Evan Golden, I really enjoy Evan Golden.
Evan,
Evan Golden and August Artois is probably my favorite wrestlers.
yeah, man. Evan Golden in his rookie year, I was like, watch this kid, he'll be somebody. Now he just put out a movie for God's sakes. I still got to watch
Yeah.
that. I've been slacking. Yeah,
Bro, have you ever seen August Artois wrestle?
I've heard that name, but I haven't seen a match yet.
Please, please watch August Artois. That's the baddest motherfucker in the game right now.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's a shoot, bro.
Okay.
I love that motherfucker. And he don't care to hurt your feelings, bro.
Okay.
That's my motherfucking dude. He also got a podcast and stuff.
Uh oh.
Uh Real and Raw, I believe it's called.
Okay.
With August Artois.
Uh,
He's real, he's raw, he's August Artois.
there you go.
Bro, I fucking love him so much, man.
And that brings up a good point. You talk about him doing the podcast. I was talking to you earlier today, man, talking about investing in yourself. You're still out here busting out music, making music videos, you're editing matches for Boogie's channel, doing commentary. You're constantly putting work in, not just to better yourself, but to better the scene, man. And I think you don't get enough credit for that. I want to give you your due right now. But tell me how important that is for anybody, not just a young guy, anybody in the business, to invest in themselves and do something different, like make some music or something that you can tie in.
Oh man, what I would say, man, is when you're in the entertainment business at any level, you want to try to learn everything that you can possibly learn. If you have like a singing history or grew up around singing, or that's a part of the business too. If you got a little bit of experience, practice on that, because you never know when you might get that part.
Mm-hmm.
If you grew up watching like sports podcasts, back then we called them like radio shows or whatever.
Right.
Like I grew up watching that shit on like Sports Center.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to learn how to do all of that stuff, because that's the entertainment, but you never know when you might get the call to do something like that.
Yep.
Commentary.
Mm-hmm.
You never know when somebody might be sick or something, and you might just be in town and they might, hey, we need a guy that can talk.
Yep.
You got to learn you got to be open-minded to learn everything. Don't think just because a promoter booked you or you want, I'll give you one better. If a promoter didn't book you
Mm-hmm.
and you came to a show and you were a worker and you was a hell of a worker and he just didn't have anything as far as wrestling
Mm-hmm.
in the ring goes, and he asked you to do commentary or something like that, do it, because it never hurts to learn.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like the more you add, the more knowledge you get, the better off you'll be in the long run.
Yep.
Because not everybody can be the star of the show all the time.
Yep.
Everybody has their time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And especially in indie wrestling, somebody's going to no-show. If everybody shows for the card, like you say, we're going to need a commentator, might need a ref,
Yeah.
things like that, Like, that's what I tell people. Hey, man, I'm open to be cameraman. I can do commentary. Shit, I guess I ref now. I ref 2 matches, so I'm official. Fuck, I can do it. I
Hell
showed,
yeah.
so, like,
Man, you got to be willing to do any and everything. If you really want it bad enough and you learn, and a real professional promoter, any business owner
mm-hmm.
sees that you can do A through Z and you're not stuck at A, B, and C,
Mm-hmm.
and you could do all of that shit, you more likely to get the job than the superstar, if you know what I mean.
No, that makes perfect sense. That's a good
Because
point.
always remember that superstar shit is a phase. Unless you are a big household name and a draw, your little getting over shit is a phase, bro. Because people move on.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
You only over enough for people to stop giving a fuck and forget about it.
And how many times have we seen it happen, man? Over like Rover, and then just
It's
weeks
happened
later.
to me.
Hey, I get it. I was never over, but man, at Mercer Mall when they announced me and I got one boo, that hit me right in the nuts. I said, okay.
That's how it be, bro.
I'll show you who the fuck you are. Uh, well, okay. Take me through some rough times in the business. Just give me an example on how you overcame it.
Man, when I first started, bro, like I was green as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, I had a drug dealer mindset. Like, I was around them type of people.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got in the wrestling business, I seen a bunch of what now I call them as the hobbyists.
Okay.
And I didn't understand why in the fuck they were grown ass men behaving like this
Okay.
and why they refused to teach me. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm paying all this money to try to learn this shit, and it's like playing with me.
Okay.
And like, it just really frustrated me. It made me want to get on some street shit with them. And then I met some professionals.
Okay.
And then I realized, like, oh, I was wasting my time the whole fucking time. And then I started separating these guys from these guys.
Okay.
And I just separated myself from the bullshit, bro, and the cosplay and the hobbyists. And I got around some real people, bro. Because when you come from a hard background with project environment with drug dealers and shit, and then you go into this world, it's like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, these guys are corny. They ain't never got no leg. Ain't no woman gonna want to be within 100-mile radius of this shit.
Right.
Like, these grown ass, you know what I'm saying, bro. I'm not trying to shit on them or whatever, but like, we know the difference between a cosplay clown and a professional wrestler. And I feel like when I first started, I was surrounding myself more with the fucking the yard tars and instead of the professionals. Now, through some of them, I met some really professional people that really helped me. So I'm not shitting on my beginning
Right.
at all, because hey, we all got to start somewhere.
Right on.
And I'm grateful for even the ones that didn't fucking get it.
Got
I'm
it.
grateful for them too,
Mm-hmm.
because they taught me how not to behave.
Right on. Yep. You gotta take.
You know,
Okay. Well, let's look out for those that's getting in the business. What's some signs that to somebody that's just getting in? What can they look for to separate the professionals from the yard tards, aka hobbyists, aka 10 milers, whatever it may be?
always want to be around the motherfuckers that's gonna tell you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear.
Yeah. There you go.
And like, you'll know who really cares and don't.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody always just boosting your shit up because you got over or this, that, and the other, or you had that good match and they just telling you what the fuck you want to hear, they exploiting you, bro. Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't fuck with them people.
Mm-hmm.
You fuck with the people that even when you have that banger, tell you what you can do to improve on that banger.
Right on.
You want to be with them people that's gonna hurt your motherfucking feelings.
Right on.
You want to go out there, because that, you know what that's gonna do? That's gonna get you around them people that's gonna show you why they're there and you're not.
That's a hard game to play nowadays, Yella, and I
Bro,
think you
you
know.
want to know what happened to me?
Yes, of course.
So I got booked against Caleb Conley.
Nice.
We all know this was when he was doing Caleb with a K in Impact Wrestling.
Okay.
So I'm running late. I had some personal shit going on. Caleb wasn't in a good mood, and I'm running late, and he wasn't happy about what he had to do. I know he wasn't. And so I'm like trying to smooth shit over, and he just wasn't having it.
Okay.
And so he goes out there on the microphone and says his stuff or whatever. And I knew what he was saying. He did it so professional, but I knew what the fuck he was saying to me, bro.
Okay.
And he was basically like, I bust my ass for this shit to come here and have to put up with this. And like, it hurt my feelings.
Right on.
So they gave me the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really know what to say, but in my own little professional manner, I basically told him, like, I don't give a damn where you are, you at my house, and I'm gonna show you why you ain't wasting your time.
Okay.
So I kind of matched him on the microphone.
Okay.
So that kind of gave him like, okay, well, I guess we'll see in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I did okay, and I kept up with the match or whatever, and we had a decent match. But that motherfucker was so good, and every move that he was making, I was watching.
Mm-hmm.
And he was working with me so professionally. I could tell he was so frustrated because I wasn't up to par, but he was so professional and he made me look like a million fucking bucks. And man, dude, he showed me why he was on TV and I wasn't.
Okay.
And that right there, that shit fucking, it made me look at things completely different, bro.
Yeah. Change the
And
perspective from there on out.
yeah, I thought he was being a jerk to me,
Right.
but he wasn't.
And even
You
if he
know,
was, he still taught you a lesson in the long run, you know?
yeah. And he had the right to if he was.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just mad respect to him too. Shout out to him. He and JCW too.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt,
Whoop
man.
whoop.
Killing it. Killing it. Very, very unique product at the moment, which the world needs, I believe. I don't catch every
Yeah.
episode, but we need somebody doing some off the wall, just wild shit, and JCW is definitely providing that right now. But
I couldn't tell you what's going on in wrestling. I like Barnabas and the zombie guy.
yeah, man, I keep an eye on those guys. But you do raise a good.
Barnabas,
Go ahead.
hey, nah, I was just gonna say that's a good buddy of mine, you know.
Small world. I just saw.
Yeah.
I was reading one of his posts today and talking about how he got the opportunity to go to JCW with that tag team and everything, and really cool post reading. You know how they made it. So good on them, man.
Yeah, he's a cool fella, bro. He really is.
And you talking about how Caleb Connolly kind of taught you a lesson, and we was talking about giving young guys advice. I've noticed just in my short time, there ain't a lot of people that can take criticism, even if you're nice and giving them constructive criticism, man. Like, I mean, am I crazy? Am I just around a bunch of assholes, or have you seen that? I mean,
Nah,
I see
man.
it as
That's
people
because of this.
Go ahead.
That's this woke generation, bro. That's all that is, bro.
How you
It's them
figure?
motherfuckers. I feel like because all of them motherfuckers that they feelings hurt about everything.
Okay, I got you.
And I feel like everybody we live in a society where you should be able to it's supposed to be free.
Hmm.
You're supposed to be able to do, say, and think however the fuck you want to.
Yeah.
If I gotta accept that kind of shit, then why is they feelings hurting about you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing about me is I love everybody. I don't care what you prefer. I don't care who you identify. I don't give a fuck. That I don't care strongly enough to judge you based upon your lifestyle choices.
Right on. Likewise.
If it don't directly affect me or my children, I don't give a fuck. If you as long as you're nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to you.
I get it.
But if I was to say one of my shitty words around those woke people,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna fucking I'm so offended da 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 da, but be the same motherfuckers showing you some inappropriate shit at one of their platforms,
I got you. I feel it.
and thinking that you're supposed to accept that.
There you go. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the double standards is I just don't fuck with that shit at all.
I feel
You
it.
know, like
It is. It's and I'm the first to come on here and talk about how training, the stories I hear, of course, who am I? But the stories I hear about how training and guys getting beat up and taught lessons and receipts and all this, and I come on here and say, when are we going to break the cycle? Well, and I think training has lightened up from what I've heard recently.
Well,
But
that's
here's the
that's
product.
because don't nobody train no more. You got to go to
Okay.
schools like Firestar
Okay.
in Greensboro and get real training by guys at AML with George South people and Jack and the coach and all of them down there. Those are real training schools. Go holler at Ricky Morton and Kerry Morton if you want to get real training. Don't just go dick around with anybody. Go to Boogies.
Right on.
Some of them guys in there will take you under their wing and show you some stuff. You can't be a hobbyist though
Right.
and think that somebody gonna really train you.
Right.
Like I said, they might train you for the show,
Uh huh.
but it's still show business.
Got you. Mm-hmm. You've brought up a lot of good points, Yella. Yeah, I mean, and it's hard for me to, argue any of them, even if I wanted to. So, but yeah, man, I think it's a weird time. I talked about it on the prior podcast. It's a weird time in 2026. I mean, politically, not just in wrestling, just all
Facts.
over. But I
Facts.
think there's hope. Give me some examples of some glimmers of hope right here in our local scene that's going to make it all better, and we're going to draw, and we're all going to just be paid out the wazoo, and everybody's going to be eating and happy and just smiling. What's the glimmers of hope you're seeing?
I'm saying that if Jeff Paul make it, West Virginia good.
There you go.
If Lane Cali make it or Nate Saturn make it, if those guys make it, Chase Bennett, Rucker, if those guys make it, West Virginia good, bro.
No doubt. And
You know what I'm saying? Like those guys, they care about their brothers, especially Jeff.
yep.
Like, and I'm not just saying this because he's my buddy. Well, maybe I am, but this motherfucker Jeff, bro, there's a lot of people that don't see eye to eye with him, and I argue with Jeff all the time. Me and this motherfucker be ready to kill each other, bro.
uh,
I'm telling you, but he really gives a shit, bro.
mm-hmm.
And those people in West Virginia that fuck with the Yela Man, they give a shit too. Jeff Paul and there's some families in West Virginia, bro, like the Harris family, like Amy Sparks and them, like Leslie and all of them, their families, bro. Mama T, all of them, man, they brought my kids so much shit for Christmas.
Hell yeah.
And not only that, they brought me a Christmas dinner and shit. Like,
Mm-hmm. That's
just
the
because
good.
they wanted to. They didn't think I needed this. They just did it because they wanted to.
Yup.
It was thinking about Yellow Man.
Uh-huh.
And people like that, bro, if they make it, we made it.
Yeah. And at the
You know
same
what I'm
time, you kind
saying?
of selfishly want to keep them around so you can still see them and interact
Absolutely.
with them.
I told Jeffrey all the time, nigga, I got your personal phone number and I know where you live at. So you better move if you think you getting rid of me, nigga. We can fight in the middle of the street. I don't give a fuck. We still brothers.
No doubt. No doubt. I was just talking on the last podcast about how I put this trailer out and I got a message from Jeff and it said, I'm disappointed in you. And from anybody else, I've been like, well, fuck you. I've been disappointed in you. But it was Jeff, and I was like, oh, man, I don't want Jeff to be disappointed in me. What'd I do? And he
Yeah, bro. He
straightened me
gives you
out.
that.
And
He
like,
gives you that look,
uh-huh.
that head shake.
And he was real gentle about it. Like, he said, because he knows how I can get, because I call him whenever I'm pissed. We talk to each other when we're pissed, so he knows I can fly off the
Mm-hmm.
handle. Now, I don't want you to fly off the handle, but hear me out. And I'm like, dude, like, if I'm fucking up, let me know. And he was like, well, you're fucking up. And I heard him out, and I was like, all right, I'm fucking up. So thank God for people like Jeff.
Yeah, bro, and that's crazy because that nigga will cuss you the fuck out. But if he come to you calm
Mm-hmm.
and he give you that, like, bro, I'll give you an example. One of my trainers at Boogie's,
Mm-hmm.
Mike Mars,
Okay.
bro, he's the biggest scare. You know who Mike Mars
Yeah,
is,
big
don't
dude.
you?
Oh, yeah.
Big bearded battle axe, look
Mm-hmm.
like Bruiser Brody.
Uh-huh.
He the scariest looking guy in the world. So kind, such a sweetheart. But in the ring, that motherfucker so scary.
Right.
Bro, I was giving one of the students the business one day because he was being a little turd, and and he came to me and he gave me that. He was like, Yella, you were a little hard on him. And I was like, fuck, man. He gave me that disappointment
Uh-huh.
that let off of him a little bit. And I was like, oh, man, now you made me feel bad. I got to go apologize. You realize he was being a dick. He was like, yeah, but Yella, like, come on, bro. And I was like, man, I gotta go apologize to this little shithead kid that I want to cuss out.
Hey man, that gives me flashbacks to Rucker back in the day, man. When we had some trainee, because Rucker's still fairly new in the business, but he takes the shit very seriously, man.
Very.
He lived right down the road from the training school, so if he wasn't working or at school, by God, he was in that training school in the ring by himself if he had to be. Man, dude, if we had a trainee fucking up, oh man, Rucker would fly off the handle. Oh man, like at EIW shows, I saw this dude fucking go off on some people, dude. And
Good, man.
I saw some of the workers. Hey man, you was a little hard on him. And Rucker, well, fuck that, da 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 da. And I was like, dude, Rucker's taking it seriously, and the other guy isn't, man. Like this is
Sometimes you gotta be hard on. You think guys like Jason Kincaid was always nice to motherfuckers?
right.
He's Master Yoda now, the sweetest guy in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But Jason Kincaid wasn't always very nice to people. He wasn't like a flat out dick that'll just disrespect you. But if you disrespect what he worked hard for, you was gonna know.
And
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, don't fuck it up for me, or mine.
yeah, you fucking up that man's living. And guys like Jason Kincaid could have went anywhere.
Yep.
He still can if he want to.
Yeah, he pretty much did go everywhere, I think the one spot
Yeah.
he hasn't hit's AEW. Other than that, like he's made the rounds.
I don't think Jason really wanted to go anywhere, bro. I think he just loved his family, which I include all of us in.
Right on. Right on.
Like he had to. Something had to be there. There had to be a strange type of love for us that he had. Because he should have been gone.
Right. Yeah. And I'm glad we still have him. Again, that goes back to the selfish stuff, man, because West Virginia, we need our Jason Kincaids, we need our Yela Mans, we need our Jeff Pauls, right? Mm-hmm. We're making new stars. I'm super happy with the crop we got coming up. I couldn't be happier, but yeah, we need our good vets like Tony Purdue and the ones looking out,
Oh man, I just love Tony Purdue is one of the last guys that how I was brought in.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and what's crazy is Tony one of the nice ones. He wasn't always as sweet as he is now either.
Okay.
But Tony is considering, bro, one of the sweetest, most gentle people. But that's a bad motherfucker, bro, on the low.
Right.
Like, if he was to give those kids, because I know he has a hand in the training at APW, but if he was to give those kids the business, like how he got the business coming in, they wouldn't know what the fuck to do with Tony. So they should be grateful that they got somebody like him. And even Joe Brody, like they need to be grateful for those kind of guys, because those are once in a lifetime kind of guys.
Yeah. And
I'm always forever grateful, regardless if it's fuck me or not. I still love you, old nigga Joe Brody. I know you're gonna watch this shit.
No, I totally get it. And while we're talking vets and everything, one that's not in the scene now, but I think deserves their due for helping the young talent and helping to establish us around here. Cuban Assassin don't get enough love, and definitely done his part, and still doing a podcast, has a YouTube channel, making movies, still putting in work.
Shout out to the Cuban Assassin, man. I've had the privilege and the honor to work with him many, many times. and he's one of the reasons why, if I know anything at all, that's where it came from.
Right on.
Guys like Cuban Assassin. If y'all like my wrestling at all whatsoever, and y'all love the way Yella Man shakes the room, you got to look at guys like Cuban Assassin. You got to look at guys like the Mega Destroyer. You got to look at guys like Handsome Jimmy Love. Guys like Robbie Stanley. Those are the guys that really gave a shit about me. You know what I'm saying? They really took what they learned from guys like Ricky Morton, George South, Jimmy Valiant, back when you couldn't just get free knowledge from them guys. You had to earn that shit.
Right.
And they took that knowledge, that shit that you don't get anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and shared that with me.
Right on.
Like guys like Scrapyard Dog, God rest his soul. Those are the guys that took me on the road, bro. And like Jimmy Love, everybody, we got this little saying backstage: if you a walking talker, bro, like you one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can walk and talk, man. You're one of the best.
Okay.
I ain't never seen nobody do that shit better than Jimmy Love.
Okay.
I don't know if you know too much about him, but he runs Pure Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
They're basically a little territory, North Carolina, Virginia. I think I think they just do North Carolina and Virginia. But they got their own little area, man, and they put on some banger shows. But Jimmy Love, bro,
Jimmy Love.
like he had a hand in helping Adam Page.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker can get in the ring with a broomstick, a mop, you fucking name it, bro, and you're gonna see something that spectacular, bro. That motherfucker makes magic. I don't understand how he does it so effortlessly. I just don't know how to describe him. You know what I'm trying to say.
Some
bro.
people are just born with the gift, man. Like Nate
Cuban
Saturn.
Assassin the same way,
There we
bro.
go. Yep. And Cuban's got the knowledge. You talk about Joe. You talk about a wealth of knowledge, not just for the scene here, but for NWA and all the old school stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
knowledge that needs to be passed on. Yellow, we're in the home stretch here, man. This episode flew by. I looked at the counter. Shit. We got like 5 minutes remaining. You know how we do. I want to give you a chance to plug some upcoming shows. I know you're always dropping an album, so give us some music info, merchandise, anything you wanted to say and you didn't get to say. If we run over, you're Yellow Man. I don't give a fuck. Have at it.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I just wanted to show love to all the vets and all the legends that helped me, the Baron Bullets, the Joseph Montgomerys, the Johnny Blast, the guys that don't really get enough credit for the things that they've done for me. I want to shout them all out for sharing their platform and their knowledge. The Frank Parkers, again, the Roger Andersons, those guys, even Bo James, man. I want to shout out all those guys because guys like them, man, they really, the Brian Logans, man, I can go on for days about those guys, man, because if it wasn't for the guys like that, I wouldn't be here. And I'm so grateful to be able to have shared the locker rooms and the rings and the experiences with those guys and all the legends and the Hall of Famers that worked with me, the Shane Douglases and the Jimmy Valiants and the Ricky Mortons and the George Souths and all of those guys, man. If it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be no Yela Man. And because of them, I get a chance to use platforms to put out my music and stuff because I'm not a street guy anymore, so I don't get that same crowd. I don't get that same group of people that would listen to my music as if they were when I was doing the drug dealing scene or whatever.
Okay.
I'm not a trap rapper or anything like that. I just do hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because of professional wrestling that I get a chance to show my skills in that area and use that platform and use guys like your platform to get my stuff out there. So I'm grateful for all of you guys. And I just want to say thank y'all for allowing me to be the Yela Man for 15 years. This 15 years, Spooky Lou.
Hell yeah,
Yela
congrats.
Man I got Future X coming up January 10th, this Saturday, Burlington, North Carolina at the Lucha Dome. The following week, the following Sunday, we're going Next Revelation of Lucha Libre in Winston-Salem, North Carolina at Cook's Flea Market. Hey, NRLL is on fire. Yela Man, the former champion, I'm coming back, taking on somebody that means a lot to me, one of the ones who cared about me, a legend, Foxy Roxy, one of my very first trainers, the last time ever, me and Roxy one-on-one. This Saturday night, Rolling Ridge X Division Championship coming home with Yela Man.
Let's go.
And at the end of the month, I got some big news for you. You're going to like this one, Spooky
Oh,
Lou.
the scoop. Let's go.
Hey, the scoop. You the first one that I'm telling this to, man. So
Uh-oh.
hopefully this come out before I lay out the graphic.
You know
If
how
not,
I do.
then hey, I told you, bro to bro.
Mm-hmm.
The end of the month when PWL rolls on into Pikeville High School.
Uh-oh.
First time ever match. I'm so hyped for it. Yela Man will go one-on-one with the former PWL champion, the okayest wrestler of all time, baby.
Uh-oh.
My man, OK. We're going to shake the place, man. We're going to blow the roof off.
Uh-oh. Scoopy Lou over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
That'll be a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got albums coming out.
Tell me.
Make sure y'all check out the ones that I already got. Check them out on all the streaming platforms. You know, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere that's streaming. You can check out Yela Man's albums. Got one with Jimmy Valiant. We got records with Young Buck from G Unit. We got records with X to the Z Exhibit. Legends in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Good on you, killing.
We got records with Dizzy Wright from Funk Volume and Ritz from Strange Music. You know, Black Dragon Click. Zayden Kane, that's my brother. We got more music coming out soon.
Nice.
Bro, check all of them albums out. The last two albums I put out is the segment with the franchise Shane Douglas.
Okay.
So check that out.
Hell yeah.
Yela Man's franchise album. And then the last one I just dropped was Two Tone Bastard. Make sure you check that joint out too.
We'll make sure to link the old YouTube channel in the description, and easy access. You got no excuse. You just scroll down, you click, and you're there. Boom.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, Yella. You're killing it. Seems like you're doing just fine out here. I hope you have a damn good 2026. We think we covered a lot. I think we covered some ground on this one.
Oh yeah, bro. You know, already know I love you, Spooky Lou. You my dog, bro.
Man, I love you since day one, man. We've always got along. I've always said you're one of the real ones, so I appreciate the hell out of you, Yella. You got any final words for the listeners before I let you live your life?
I just want to let everybody know that if you went out there and you want to listen or watch the best podcast around, make sure you tune in to my main man Spooky Lou on WrestleRoni, because he gonna wild on them, style on them, and shake up the room every single time, baby.
Appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you, Yella. I'll ask you to hang on the line with me, my man. So
yes, sir.
To the listeners, I told you we're switching it up this year. We're doing it our way. We're doing it big, and couldn't think of a better way to start off the year with the great Yela Man. So I'm asking you to go out there and live your dreams. Don't take no shit from nobody. Treat the good ones with kindness and respect. Be you. Be the best you can be. Learn something. Go out into nature. See what the hell's happening. I got all kinds of advice. I can go on all day. Wait till you see what we got coming up next. We got some shit coming up. Stay tuned to the Roni. Spooky Lou loves you. Thank you again, Yella. We're out of here.
Shake the room. What's good, WrestleRoni? What's good, Spooky Lou? I wonder if I'll be alright. Am I gonna make it? Been struggling for all my life. It's time to change it. What's crazy is I know what's right, but I keep thinking that everything's gonna be alright. Until the day ends, I find myself trapped in my thoughts without them ink pens. That's bad and that pisses me off. And now I'm drinking, find myself losing my cool. I'm off the deep end, wilding out, going against shit I believe in. It's me that nigga on a mission, I'ma grind till I get it. Till them angels come and get us. I ain't stopping for no niggas, I ain't stopping for no bitches. If they standing in the way, I'ma show them with the business. I be hollering BDK for my motherfucking niggas. I be hollering SG for my motherfucking niggas. All I got is mad love for the motherfucking Stillmans. That's my motherfucking fam, and these is words of the realest. You never know what you got until it's gone. Take nothing for granted, just hang on. Gotta stay focused, my nigga, it pays off. Even when them times get hard, just stay strong. You never know what you got until it's gone. Take nothing for granted, just hang on. Gotta stay focused, my nigga, it pays off. Even when them times get hard, just stay strong. Music crazy, it's basically corrupting the youth. Teaching youngins to shoot instead of put up they dukes. Being a junkie is cool when niggas dressing like fools. You niggas searching the truth, I ain't messing with you, I'm kinda unstable. I think I'm fucking losing my mind, maybe I'm not. Maybe niggas just forgot how to rhyme. Maybe you niggas in the way, maybe you wasting my time. Like I'm trying to get some light, but y'all blocking my shine. Life's a gamble, and niggas getting shot like dice. End up taking a life, and they giving you life. Play the hand you was dealt, never take it so light. And always handle your business, you can make it in life. The streets real, so nigga better hustle for yours. Don't be a sucker for broads or get stuck in them courts. I'm trying to be that nigga pulling up in the Porsche, but I gotta keep my faith in the Lord. You never know what you got until it's gone. Take nothing for granted, just hang on. Gotta stay focused, my nigga, it pays off. Even when them times get hard, just stay strong. You never know what you got until it's gone. Take nothing for granted, just hang on. Gotta stay focused, my nigga, it pays off. Even when them times get hard, just stay strong. What's good, WrestleRoni? You know how we do. Shout out to my man Spooky Lou. Yela Man, stay up.